As you all may know, I live in South Carolina, and I live down in the middle region. Right now it's really cold here. The first region I'm going to talk about will be the Piedmont after I read this paper. Let me find it. Here it is. And it's very windy here, so my papers are blowing everywhere. First, I said I would do the Piedmont first, but I'm going to do the mountains first. The mountains of South Carolina refer to the Blue Ridge Mountains, a province of the larger Appalachian mountain chain that stretches from Maine to Alabama. It is the smallest geographical region in the whole state. The highest point in the South Carolina mountains is the Sassafras Mountain, rising at an elevation of around 3,560 feet. There are also three major parks located in the area: Table Rock State Park, Caesar's Head State Park, and Oconee State Park. The only cities located in this region are Walla Halla and Landrum, as well as many other small towns. Along with the major parks, there are also a few popular tourist attractions, including the Chattanooga River, Sumter National Forest, Lake Jocassee, and Cherokee Parkway are located in the mountains of South Carolina. Now I'm going to read another paper about the mountains of South Carolina. Between March and May, temperatures in upstate South Carolina or the mountains range from highs of 62 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit and low of 39 to 57 Fahrenheit. From June to August, temperatures range from highs of 85 to 88 degrees to lows of 64 to 69 degrees. Temperatures from September to November range from a high of 62 to 82 Fahrenheit to lows of 40 to 62 Fahrenheit. From December to February, high temperatures range from 50 to 54 degrees to lows of 31 to 33 degrees. Now I'm going to read the Piedmont, which is otherwise known as the foothills. The Piedmont, or the foothills, refers to the roots of an ancient eroded mountain chain. It is generally hilly with thin, stony clay soils and contains few areas suitable for farming. Much of the Piedmont was once farmed with little success. It is now reforested. At the southeastern edge of the Piedmont is the fall for mill towns. While the Piedmont is most hilly, a few areas are noticeably flat, with some areas having mountain peak rate reaching about 1,000 feet, such as Paris Mountain in Greenville County and Kings Mountain chain in Cherokee and York counties. The major cities in the Piedmont include Greenville, Rock Hill, and Spartanburg, which I have a cousin that lives in Spartanburg. The Piedmont is also home to Kings Mountain National Military Park, Sumter National Forest, and as well as many other state parks. The other major tourist attractions are Lake Keowee, Lake Hartwell, Lake Wiley, the Catawba River, and the Saluda River, and as many other lakes and rivers. Now I will read another paper on the Piedmont. Here it is. Piedmont, South Carolina gets 49 inches of rain per year. The U.S. average is 37. Snowfall is 4 inches. The average U.S. city gets 25 inches of snow per year. The number of any measurable precipitation is 99. On average, there are 218 sunny days per year in Piedmont, South Carolina. The July high is around 90 degrees. The January low is 30 degrees. Our comfort index, which is based humidity during the hot months, is a 34 out of 100, where higher is more comfortable. We have had in rainfall 49.3 inches, snowfall 3.8 inches in the Piedmont. 99 precipitation days, 218 sunny days, and an average of July high 90 degrees. Average January low 30.4 degrees. And this the elevation of Piedmont region is 812 feet. Okay, that's all for the Piedmont. Now for the Sandhill region. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, now for the Sandhill region. Oh, here it is. The Sandhills, Midlands, otherwise known as the Midlands, is the sandy region of North Carolina where the fall line is located. The Sandhills region is the location in the middle of the state below the Piedmont and above the coastal plain. The belief is that ancient beach dunes, which generally divide the Piedmont from the coastal plains, and deposits were formed principally during the Miocene epoch, circa 20 million years before the present. Typical beach fossils are found along the front edges. The coastal plain is terraced from other ocean levels, but none appear to have been so long-lasting, so as to build up dunes of this size. The Sandhill is home to Sandhill State Forest, part of the Congaree River, and the state capital of Columbia. It's all for that paper. Hold on, let me finish the Sandhills. The average high temperature in the Sandhills is 90 degrees. The low is 70 degrees. Wait, 30 degrees. Sorry, 30. Precipitation is 0.10%. 0.10 inches. And that's all for the Sandhill region. Give me 1 more minute, please. Okay, I'm back. As a 4-season state, South Carolina has something for the outdoor enthusiast in every month of the year. Further north, winter often limits residents to just two seasons. One a composite of spring, summer, fall, the other a long, cold, icy winter. South of the Palmetto State, folks can frolic in the sun most of the year, but almost never see snow or get to glory in the changes colors of autumn, otherwise known as fall, or the delightful slow green up of spring. In South Carolina, these two seasons are most residents' favorite times of the year. When bad weather does occur in South Carolina, it's a sub-freezing winter cold snap, or March ice storm, or a midsummer rainy period. One merely has to wait a few days for the for the prevailing westerlies to bring conditions more conducive to outdoor activities. Okay, now I'm going to talk about problems that our state has encountered. Sorry, but I'm not doing this. I didn't organize all my papers. I didn't have enough time to do that. Okay, so problems that your state has encountered or may encounter due to climate changes. So, as you all may know, South Carolina had a bad cold snap, and we had an ice storm. I think it was last year. Yep, it was last year. And the year before last year is what it says. And last year, 2015, we had flooding, a lot of flooding. Now for the population. 3.9 million people were recorded in 2015. 4.2 million were recorded in 2014. And 4.72 million in 2013. The loss of people is not due to weather conditions. The loss of people is due to our economy. Where we live, we don't have many people living here because we don't have anything for people to do. We have 4 stores that we go. Those stores that we go are 850. A lot more than we do. Now I'm going to do the age groups that are distributed throughout our state. The total population is 4,625,364. That's from 2010. Under 5 years old, there were 302,297 5-year-olds and under. That's 6.5% of our population. We had 295,853 5 to 9-year-olds, 297,286 10 to 14-year-olds, 328,989 15 to 19-year-olds. I'm going to skip the 20 to 24-year-olds and go to 30 to 34. There were 287,678 30 to 34-year-olds. 35 to 39-year-olds was 296,682. 304,610 was 40 to 44-year-olds. And let's skip to 60. 60 to 64-year-olds was 280,555. And 70 to 74-year-olds was 153,482. 80 to 84-years-olds were 78,866 years old. 866. 85 years old and over was 70,717. The most population was 50 to 54-year-olds. Okay, now I'm going to read another paper. South Carolina has a humid subtropical climate, Köppen climate classification CFA. Although high elevation areas in the upstate area have less subtropical characteristics than areas on the Atlantic coastline. In the beginning of this video, we had someone pressure washing the house. That's why that made all that noise, but usually it's just silent. Back to the page. In the summer, South Carolina is hot and humid with the most daytime temperatures averaging between 86 to 92 degrees. In most of the state, overnight lows over 70 degrees. In the coast and in the high 60 degrees. Winter temperatures are more or less uniform in South Carolina. Snowfall in South Carolina is not very excessive, with coastal areas receiving less than an inch, 2.5 centimeters on average. It isn't uncommon for areas on the coast, especially the southern coast, to receive no recordable snowfall in a given year, although it usually receives at least a small dusting of snow averagely. The interior receives a little more snow, although nowhere in the state average is more than 6 inches, which is 15 centimeters in a year. That's the end of that paper. Also, I have to cite my work. Well, not cite. I have to tell you my sources. Let me go get the other papers. My first source will be climatecharts.com, wikipedia.com, traveltips.usa Today, bestplaces.net, scliving.blogspot.com, and the U.S. Census Bureau at American Fact Finder. Also, Grolier Online, Global Computing, and that's all. Thank you for watching. Oh, also, the background is Cope, South Carolina. Goodbye, everyone.